Okay. Uh, Yo, it's your boy Mambo, the Big Dog Command Room. The good news is, I don't know. The bad news is, we're not undefeated anymore. It's like, no, I'm just playing. Man, took a big L. As expected, I told y'all seen the post game thoughts, pre-game thoughts. Like I was like, yo, excuse me. I was like, yo, either we're gonna like lose really close, like it's gonna be like 20 something to 20 something, like, you know what I'm saying, or we're gonna lose really bad. And I was leaning some more toward we were probably gonna lose really bad, and that's what we ended up doing, 30 to something. But yeah, man, this ain't was it was a ugly game. It was just as ugly as the weather, man. Like it's a rough go of it, you know what I'm saying? But it's not something that I wasn't expecting, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was actually working the game. You're gonna see a vlog, a lot of exclusive, like random, clips and stuff like that. I seen Matt Ryan. I walked past him, like I could have stopped him and stuff like that, but like, I was just like, is that Matt Ryan? But I was like, that's not Matt Ryan. Like, I think he's still playing, but I forgot he retired. Dude is tall as a mug, bro. Like, he's tall, like, and seeing him, I seen Fred Davis, I seen Jalen from the Brady Bull podcast. So many people, man. I saw Commander Lorian, shout out to you, man. Took a picture with him, real cool guy. There was so many people, man. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. And shout out to my boy Cam and KK and Mama Cam, like, you know what I'm saying, Mama McGee. Man, this is what I expected, bro. I was like, we're either gonna lose by a whole bunch, or we're gonna lose, like, it's gonna be real close, and we either win or lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as I was saying to fans, don't get too low in this game. This is very encouraging. Even though we lost, like, you know what I'm saying, that we're not too far off, but it's still a lot of things to fix. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to start, because it's top of mind, with the offensive line. Of course, that's, bro, it's so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying, if we even had like somewhat of an offensive line, you know what I'm saying, we might have been in this game a little bit more. And that's been a problem with us for years. Like, it's only been a couple times where we had a stable offensive line in for this franchise in this century. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, but man, this is tackles, and I really would want Sam Cosmi to, like, at this point, Andrew Wiley's not good. I'm sorry. I like the guy. He seems very nice. He seems like, somebody that you want, your kids to go to a boys and girls club to meet, and he does a speech and stuff, and you take pictures with and play backyard football with or whatever. But other than that, he's just as bad as Charles Little. Like, they both equally can go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really kind of disappointed that we weren't as aggressive with getting offensive linemen, this offseason. We're too nice sometimes. Like, I mean, I get that, there's a loyalty sense to stuff and everything, and you're kind of scared about team morale and stuff like that. But sometimes stuff just when it's not cutting it, it's not cutting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like you cut Andrew Noel, and you didn't bring back Trey Turner and all these other dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same, bro. This man, I'm going back and forth between, because both of them their fault. This man, Charles Leno, literally just like let what's his name? What's his name from the daggone Giants? Thibodeau or whatever. I don't know his name, but he literally let this man sit here free on the edge and just go around and then tackle Taylor Heineke. He did it twice, and we were going to have him as our starting franchise left tackle. Continue that. You know what I'm saying? This still stuff that needs to be changed. Andrew Wiley's not good enough. It's not cutting it. There needs to be changes to protect our young quarterback, bro. We're gonna damage him before we even get a chance to see how he grows, bro. That's what we do with all our quarterbacks. We damage them before we get a chance. They had the chance. They seemed like, oh, we got QB1, we got QB1. And then we damage them. Like, RG3. Like, it's a lot of blame to go around with that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we damaged him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He probably had no business playing in that Seahawks game. I wouldn't want Kirk Cousins like to play, but it's still like, even in the next season we like shouldn't have let him play. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's either here or there. I'm just kind of all over the place. And it's a lot to talk about. This might be a long one. I feel it. So much to talk about, bro. I will say, despite the bad play by Sam Howell, this is probably Sam Howell's worst game of his whole career, his whole life. Like, I'm talking about Little League, like Pop Warner, high school, like UNC, like, you know what I'm saying? This is probably his worst game he's ever played. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may be wrong. He may have done something worse, but it's just like, this is probably the worst game you're going to see from him. Like, he's a champ. He's a professional. He's a leader. You know what I'm saying? And even leaders, even good players, like, have bad games and play poorly. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay. He's still young, and he has to learn that this is not college. He was doing a couple things where it's like, you can get away with that in college, but you're gonna quickly learn this was his welcome to the NFL game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not so much the hits, because he's been getting that like since the Cardinals game, but as far as like, just like, yo, you're not getting over easy with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna help him grow. Just hopefully he keeps his confidence up and this doesn't waver him. And he stays encouraged and, like, just keeps pushing through. He seems like the type of person that will be able to overcome that. But it was a rough go of it, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for him. And I'm hearing fans, Howell suck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Half of them don't know nothing about football. They just like the game, like, just like the team. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, this is something I would expect to see from him. But despite all that, he had some really good plays. Like that one run where he got out and I don't know how he got out of that sack. He said, and then just running like good 15, 20 yards down the field. That star player, like, he's like baby pocket Josh Allen, like, with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he played really well with some of his throws. To Curtis Samuel and Terry and different ones. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of him, and a lot of the sacks were his fault. A lot of sacks was, man, I got a video in the vlog. Andrew Wiley got beat so bad. It was crazy. I don't know who it was. I think it was like 55 or something. Like, he just ducked under him like so quick. Like, you can hear me in the video. I'm like, woo! And I put it down because I'm just like, I don't even, like, it's like, why record this? This is not the highlights for the Bills. It's supposed to be our highlights. Like, he got under, he that was so mean. But, I'm realizing why Sam Howell is holding the ball so long. It's because we're having all these long developing plays. We're having these little 5-7 step drops and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, where he's sitting there and he's just sitting there and he's sitting there, and we don't have the offensive line for that, bro. And this is not the Kansas City Chiefs This is not the Kansas City Chiefs East. We may have the players like that, like, you know what I'm saying? If we put these players with the Chiefs right now, they're undefeated. You know what I'm saying? But they also have one of the best offensive lines in the league, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. You know, we're not that. At least not this year, as far as that. That's the biggest weakest link that we have on our team. The run game's good, all that's good, but passing, like, you know what I'm saying, we have to adjust. There was no adjustments. There wasn't even, it was like, I don't know how, I know football, but I don't know how the NFL operates, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how they do, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how Washington operates as far as getting prepared for a game. Obviously, it's still some things that are lacking. Cause I'm like, do we even look at the film? I know it's 2 years ago, but do we even look at the film of what went well and what didn't look well? I mean, didn't go well against the Bills, like the last time we played them. Like, it couldn't be too dissimilar, like, you know what I'm saying? But somehow we found a way to not run a single screen, even though we were successful with it last week. I know, even though we were successful with it last week, we didn't do it at all. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, there's no screens. I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, there's no screen. There's no nothing. It is what it is, man. Some of the play calls is like, why the hell why do we even do that? Or Sam Howell had no business throwing it, like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. It didn't mesh. It was just an ugly game, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying. It was like, it was trying to be aggressive, but it was like the wrong play calls, or like, you know, we wasn't trying to be too aggressive. We were just trying to make something happen, and then it was very Scott Turner-ish, like, you know what I'm saying. I ain't see much, but yeah, man. I was actually working the game, and another thing, my win streak as being in attendance of the games is finally over. But I wouldn't. The most encouraging thing is, like, we lost to the Bills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who, like, you know, those are teams that you would want to lose to. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, I'd rather lose to the Bills than, like, I'm losing to, like, the Jets right now. Not trying to crap on the Jets, but, like, you know, they're not good without Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? And I like Zach Wilson, but just saying. Or even now, just like losing to the Broncos or Arizona or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Besides seeing the Cowboys, how about them Cowboys? The Giants beat them. What happened, Cowboys? It's like, I lost my train of thought. It's okay. That's it. Like, so when we lost, I'm already tired. I've been up I was there since 7:30. You know, I'm tired. They all get on my nerves, and shout out to the Bills fans, man. They are like the stories and all that talk about the Bills. They come deep, like, pause. Like, they be deep as a mug. Pause. There's a lot of Bills fans that travel well to the games. They were deep, and like, man, but the stories about them being so nice, they are so nice. Like, you know what I'm saying. There was a dude who was just like, I'm sitting there minding my business, watching the game, and he turns around like, y'all want a water? I can buy y'all water. Like, you know what I'm saying. I'm just like, we got water, bro. I'm good. You sure? And he's just trying to talk to us, have conversation and stuff. It's just so nice. And they're just so nice, like, you know what I'm saying. They're fun, they're conversating, but they you know, they get rowdy. It's a little annoying because we're just like, we're a little sensitive, like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. And I was feeling some type of way. Usually I'm kind of like even keel, like, I understand the game, but I was feeling some type of way seeing all these Bills fans here at the game, and, like, you know, they're cheering, they get rowdy, you know what I'm saying. Even when they were on defense and our team was on, they were loud, bro. And I was getting mad because I'm just like, bro, we can't do nothing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're just sitting there quiet. It was a quiet game from us, bro. It was no cheering like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just such a silent game. Like, you know, we were definitely in our feelings with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which we shouldn't have been. Like, because we despite everything, we were still in the game. I kept saying it, like, all the way to the fourth quarter. I was like, we're still in the game. We're still in the game. Still in the game. But I say all that before I go into the next thing. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the leave out for everybody and stuff like that. So I'm bored. I'm bored and I'm mad. So I'm watching like I usually don't. I like to do my post game thought then watch, but I was watching Louis T. So some of this stuff is like a little piggyback or like, you know, bit from him. But, you know, basically what he was talking about, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm not really trying to take his stuff, like just the same thoughts. Was that we're not gonna be playing another team like this, you know, like, you know, the rest of the year. I'm like, this is probably the best team we're ever gonna play like this year. And like, you know, them dudes is nice all the way around, bro. They have potential to go to Super Bowl, bro. Like, and it's like closer than any time, like, you know, this year, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they got it, you know. But that was that, and there was something else. But I was just thinking the same thing, like, you know what I'm saying? So the next thing was the fact that we held the defense. Because I said, I was like, it's gonna be on the defense, but it also should have been on the offense. But I was saying it in the context of that I'm expecting us to score. I'm expecting us to at least get 20 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is a given because EB's offense, and you know we have all these weapons and stuff like that. I wasn't saying it in the context of like, oh, the offense don't know what the heck they're gonna do. Like they might struggle or something like that. I thought they would struggle a little bit, but it's like at least score some points. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be on the defense. I'm expecting the defense to kind of be like, you know, getting torched up and down, and they're gonna have to kind of dig their heels in. Man, they held this team to 16 points, and they have all these weapons: James Cook, Dawson Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, name them. You know what I'm saying? And we held them to 16 points until the fourth quarter. The defense did all they could do. You know, our offense couldn't do anything, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was mainly, if we was moving the ball, we could move the ball from 20 to 20. You know what I'm saying? We was moving the ball. But the inefficiency in the red zone was terrible. The play calling in the red zone was terrible. And the turnovers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that one turnover where I think Tre'Davious White jumped over Curtis Samuel and stuff like that. Like, why are we throwing the ball, like, you know, at the 14-yard line? I mean, I get that, take a shot to the end zone, but why are we throwing it? Like, a lot of the interceptions he had, like the defender was in his face, and he's kind of doing this little jump, like, you know, throw, which was bad. Like, you know, that's some stuff he got to eliminate from his game. But, like, why are we throwing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? The run game was working so good. Let's just run it down until we get to the red zone. And then maybe, like, you know, maybe to throw a fade or maybe do some kind of pass, rub route, whatever, you know, pass, like in the end zone, like in the goal, near the goal line or whatever. But it just, like, why are we doing it? You know what I'm saying? It was a couple calls. It's just like, why? Even the run play before we turned it over on downs, like you know, on that one side, like, I'd rather you run the ball outside and get that ball to give, like a toss route or something like that, or like, you know, power O, something like that, where we were getting yards and stuff like that, you know. But that was a terrible call, and then the next call was just a dud, and it was for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if the ball was wet or whatever, but Sam was, a lot of times he was throwing the ball down, like downward, like, you know what I'm saying. So they weren't really getting to their targets. You know, he throw the ball up a little bit, like Like I'm thinking about this one play where I think he tried to get it to Cole Turner and the ball was at the ground and he couldn't get to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to get down and go there and get that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's a lot to kind of dissect from there. I was just looking at the highlights, so it's kind of fresh on my mind. I didn't really watch the rest of the fourth quarter from like probably like 7-8 minutes to the end. I didn't watch any of that for real. I didn't even notice when Gibson fumbled and stuff like that. What it's called? I didn't even notice when Gibson fumbled. Cause I saw we stopped on fourth down. I kind of missed that because I was talking to another fan. And like Deron Payne, like I saw him cheering like he had batted the ball down, and you know, I don't know, I missed. I don't know, my ADD was kind of all over the place. Next thing you know, I see the Bills had the ball get back again, and I'm just sitting there like, did I miss something? Like what happened? and I should have known because the fan ended up leaving, and I'm like, yeah, what happened? Like the very next play, gets the ball and just fumbles it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, what in the world, man? So it was just like, yeah. But like I said, somehow, like the little pump fake and throwing it to the trying to throw it over the linebacker, that's not happening. You might do that in college, but it's not. This is a whole different ball game, bro. He's a grown man, and he still gotta learn, like, you know. But the good thing is, like I said, it's the one of the best teams in the league. You know what I'm saying? Maybe holding up the Lombardi soon. But you know, you get your growing pains and all that from this experience, and now the rest of the teams that you're gonna play will be like a cakewalk. Like, you know, or hopefully they'll be like a cakewalk. But it's like you're gonna see ups and downs from him. You're gonna see really good plays, and then you're gonna see like, what in the world is this? Like, you know, it was a mixed bag. You know, a lot more bad than good, but it was some good things that you could dig out of this room. So, you know, shout out to him. Keep your head up, young buck. You know what I'm saying? And then the defense, man. The defense played well. It's just the secondary, bro. I kind of back up my statement. I take it a little bit back about our defense being elite. I apologize. Maybe our front seven, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But our secondary was getting cooked. But it was the same daggone routes. It was these corner routes. Like, it kept killing us on these corner routes and crossing routes. I'm like, what are y'all doing, bro? We got dudes that run 4-3s out there, mainly Derek Forrest. You run a 4-3-4-4, and you can't keep up with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got even with was that play? Oh nah, I'm thinking about that play. All of them. I don't know. Benjamin St. Juice runs 4-5. I can understand him getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, except Kendall Fuller, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm seeing them sitting in zone, like, you know, because it's like, what else do we do? We want to sit in zone. I see them sitting in zone, and Stephon Diggs is wide open in the zone, like, you know what I'm saying? At a certain point, you know, if you're sitting in zone and the quarterback's sitting back there long enough, there's gonna be players sitting in those pockets and stuff like that. At what point of you sitting and guarding this spot of grass, do you realize, hey, there might be somebody over here or somebody in my vicinity that I can go guard, you know, and transition over to, you know what I'm saying, and not sit there and wait, you know, for the ball to get thrown. I literally sat there and watched Benjamin St. Juice sit in this spot, and there's another player on the other end. I don't know who that player was, probably a linebacker. And Stephon Diggs is sitting there wide open in the middle between them, catches the ball for a first down. But we could have gotten off the field. Like, you know, it's still a lot to work on. This defense is not, it's great or goodish, greatish, but I wouldn't say elite still. It's still a lot to learn. Still a lot of young players. But still, they did all they could do. All the other plays, all the other scores were kind of like, you know, just like hey, you know what I'm saying, we done held up the damn, you know, for long enough, and now we just kind of gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Still encouraged, man. I was encouraged at the fact that we kept them to 16, like, you know, for so long. Like, if we would have ended the game with 16-3, I would have been like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We got our butt whooped, but hey, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But 37-3, I'm just glad for two things. We didn't get a 40 burger, and we didn't even score. We didn't get shut out like the Giants. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can hang my hat on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The D-line did okay. Chase Young had this one rush. I don't know if Josh Allen ran. I can't remember the play. I just remember what he did. So him and Jonathan Allen did this beautiful kind of like rush lane switch where Chase Young like cut inside and did an inside move, and Jonathan Allen went outside. But I think Josh Allen like stepped up and threw the ball or escaped somehow or whatever. But it was just like, I'm seeing the improvement, like, and I'm encouraged by that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Chase Young just going all the way up the field and just missing. The D-line did all they could do. Jamie Davis, Cody Barton, I saw them in there doing their thing. Cody Barton, shout out to you. You had a really good play on a receiver. You know, it was like I think a number 11. Like, it was a good little pass breakup, like he was just there in coverage, like, you know what I'm saying. That was early in the game. Really good. You know, need to see more of that, bro, from me. The defense did all they could do, bro. It's only so much you could do under those circumstances, but it's a lot to grow from, and there's no place but up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this is the rockiest of bottoms that we can get to, and we can move up from here. We have to figure out this lineman situation, especially the tackles. Maybe having a tight end, extra tight end in at times, and maybe we might have to switch it up, bro. Like, you know, might have to be in a situation where not all our starting wide receivers are in. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have extra tight ends in so we can protect our quarterback, man. We have to protect him, bro. It's only we're not doing it. Forget that I even tried to mention something. But yeah, changes have to be made. Adjustments need to be made. But other than that, bro, I mean, it's the Bills. What do you expect us to do? Like I said, I thought we was gonna be beat by like 30 plus, and I was right. I didn't have a score for you, but there you go, 37-3. Shout out to everybody. I seen everybody show love. Shout out to all the Bills fans. Like, I want to go to a Bills game now, just to go to a tailgate or just hang out with y'all. Y'all real cool. Can't wait to have y'all back. Like, even though it was a lot of y'all, maybe next time I'm gonna be working and I have the energy to go to the tailgate. I wanted to hang out with y'all after the tailgate. I was just so tired. I wanted to go home. And shout out to Jalen for the subscription, man. I believe I'm already subscribed to you. Like, you know, y'all check out his page. Like, you know, Bleeding Burgundy Go podcast. Shout out to Commander Lorian. Shout out to Fred Davis. Shout out to Matt Ryan. Shout out to London Fletcher, Josh Harris, all the guys. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Maybe get to 45, 46, 47, 47. Trying to get to 50. You know what I'm saying? And from 50, we're going to get this money. We're going to get to 50 to 250. You know what I'm saying? And then 750. Sorry. We're going to get, the goal is to get to 250 by the end of this season. And I think we can do it. But you have to like, comment, and subscribe. The vlog is coming soon. I don't know how soon, but it's going to be soon. Till then, it's your boy Marvo. Peace, love, and hair grease.